Hello again everybody, NASCAR Fan 19 back here with another video, which is exactly what the title says. A final reminder for the NFRN 24-hour race, as well as a little bit of a progress report. Now, before I continue, make sure to watch this entire video because this isn't a very time-sensitive video. It is a little bit time-sensitive, and if you happen to be watching this before Elite Race 16 for some reason, then yes, you should be panicking, but really, you have enough time within however long this video is going to be to take in information and get it right the first time. So let's start off with the current state of things, because obviously it has been 3 months since the last race got released, which is not fully technical issues. Technically, my camera control master is currently dead, as you may have noticed in the past couple of the prediction videos, and that is really detrimental, especially because I can't figure out how to get it back. And obviously that's not the only problem, it's just one of the factors that's contributing. I have my own life to live, and I have to do family things as well as work things. YouTube is not my job, it's just a hobby. That's kind of the thing I've been preaching. I mean, would I like to be doing YouTube 24 hours a day? Yeah, but it's currently not paying my bills, so I have to go out and get a job, which I can't actually get, so that's also a problem. But yeah, between traveling, working my actual jobs, and painting the cars, which throwback concept was kind of a mistake at this point, but we're pushing forward, because if you've been on the Discord, you've seen that I've released the Amateur Cup Series set. If you're not on the Discord, you're a loser. So yeah, obviously that set's complete. The Elite Cup set's not going to actually be released until the race comes out because of, well, the technicalities of part-time drivers. But since I have been really slow in this whole process, I have started to kind of work on future races. I've recorded a couple of the races that I can record because I pre-edit them inside the game and then hit record and they run the entire race through. So I've gotten the Amateur Cup Series Race 12 and the Truck Series Race 8 completed in, well, I say completed. I recorded the bulk of the race. And additionally, the Elite Cup Series races at both of those racetracks, Nazareth and Texas World, have been ran, so they actually exist out there. So technically I do know who is in the playoffs for every 3 series. And basically the reasons why those have already been taken care of is because they don't have anything special with the paint schemes. They're just pretty standard, though there will be a couple new ones. So the hope is that more of these races can come out in a shorter period of time, because I've taken so long to get this one out since the last time, and this would end all 3 series regular seasons. Now let's talk about the 24-hour race, because that's what this video is mainly about. So I've been saying in episodes of The Drive that the deadline for this race is going to be when Elite Cup Series Race 16 is ran, and that is not going to change. Now, because I don't have an exact date for that race, I'm putting out this final reminder well ahead of time to walk people through this process in case they still don't understand it. So right now, scrolling on the screen, these are the teams that I currently have, as well as the drivers that are on standby. If there's somehow a mistake in this, or there needs to be a change, you can contact me directly. This is as up-to-date as the published date down below. Now, if you haven't touched this race at all, or have just been kind of sitting off to the sideline, this is the part you'll want to know. The most important thing you need to know is that you have to be in this league first. You can't only be in this race and not be in the league. Now, there is a simple way to sign up for the league and become eligible. I will get to that in a second. And a quick break to apologize if I am repeating information that I might have said in the original video, which I hopefully link down below. This is just a way to make sure that it's reiterated and people get it. So there are 2 ways to sign up for the 24-hour race. First, you can build your own team of 3 to 5 drivers with other willing participants. Only one person has to fill in this form, and you have to have all the drivers' emails to confirm that they want to be a part of that team. You can't just drag people in and they're not even aware that they're a part of it. Please make sure when you're sharing your emails around that you're keeping it private, so your email isn't just floating around in a comment section. You obviously don't want that. Make sure you're sending it in a DM or a PM or whatever it's called on whatever section or social media you're doing it on. And all the other drivers on the team must also be signed up for the league, as well as yourself. You can't be the only one in the league and you're just kind of representing other people. No, they all have to be a part of the league. Your other option is to be on standby. Now, you can sign up to be on standby and then become a part of a team later by your own will. But if you don't do either step by the deadline, which is Elite Cup Series Race 16, you will not be in the race. So I recommend that right now, if you aren't on a team or haven't already put your name in standby, this is the step that you should take right now. So there are 3 links down below in the description, clearly labeled, and I'll explain each one, even though all of them might not apply to you. Link number 1 is signing up for the league if you haven't raced in it already, and I mentioned this earlier. Now, if you've driven in any NFRN race this season, whether it's Elite, Amateur, or Truck, your name is probably already on the list to be eligible to sign up, so you can skip this step. If you haven't been in a race, this is where you put your information down and become a part-time truck competitor, which is the only thing you can get into at the moment. We're already halfway in Season 2. Season 3 will be whenever. Before I move on to the next link, please note that it may take me as much as 24 hours to confirm your identity. Possibly longer. I will try to make it as short as possible because this is a major deadline. But to know that you've been confirmed, your name will appear in the next link at some point. So you may have to delay your 24-hour sign up by a day. Give it that time. possibly email me if I'm taking longer, and I will try to get to it as quickly as possible. Or if your name isn't there, maybe it's because of some other issue, but most of the time it will be because I'm just not looking at it close enough. Now, link number 2 is signing up on standby. If your application clears, if you sent it from link number 1, or you've been racing here for most or the entire season, your name will be on this list unless you've already signed up for a team. This is your guaranteed entry into the race in case you don't find a team on your own. And if for some reason it's not and you're not already on a team, make sure to contact me directly and I'll try to take care of it. What you'll do is you'll choose the manufacturer you want the most, and if you don't find your own team by the deadline, I'll try to match you with people that want the same manufacturer. I can't guarantee that you'll get what you want based on what other drivers choose, but I'll try. And like I said, this link will ensure that you race in the race in some capacity, but you are allowed to form a team or join a team after the fact. Now, in link number 3, it's not the team sign-up link, it is the original video, which has the team link down in that description. I recommend if you just want some more information, you might want to go over to that link anyway and just take a look at it. But yeah, the team sign-up link will be on that one in case if you manage to find a group of drivers that you can team up with and you're the one that has to sign up the form, that is where you're going to find that next step, which will be in the description. So if you manage to find a team, your name will be taken off the standby because you've gotten in anyway. Now, if you try to sign up with anyone, including yourself, not being eligible within the league, which I mentioned is a very easy step on link 1, your application will be ignored and I won't be contacting you directly. I'm sure someone's going to send an email saying that they did it and didn't get in, but you should really try to figure out what you did wrong because it's pretty simple. I'm also going to include a link to a Google Doc that will continuously update the list of teams and standby drivers because obviously the graphic that I showed earlier isn't going to update itself. And this is going to be the last video regarding this race before it actually starts production, which, I mean, I'm going to bring it up in other videos, but this is the last dedicated video to this race before the actual race. I know it's a big information overload, but I hope I explained it enough that you get the gist of what needs to happen for you to be able to race in this race. And if you still have some kind of question, you can contact me directly. My email is down below, also in the description, and we can settle things out there, but I'm not going to answer stupid questions. Just if you have a legitimate question, I will answer it. If you send me something that is clearly explained in this video, then I might not answer it. So I think that's enough to get going. Make sure if you are league eligible to get on the standby list to at least make sure that you have a spot in this race, and hopefully you can find yourself a team that you want to be on, or otherwise just enjoy the race when it comes out, which will be, I should probably mention that it comes out in between Season 2 and Season 3. So obviously a long time away from now, but got to make sure I get the drivers locked down so that I can actually start the race production across the entire playoffs during the season. Would make a lot of sense if I said it with some... I can't talk. All right, maybe I just need to stop talking. So, Elite Race 15 and Amateur Race 11 going as fast as I can, but hopefully they will be out sometime, and hopefully this month. I would love for it to come out this month, but no guarantees. We'll see you all later. NASCAR Fan 19 signing out.